So, as we just have seen, that the king was thinking about the tiger hunt, he was thinking about the 100th tiger day and night. He was reminded of the late astrologer's words that he was supposed to be very careful with the 100th tiger that he hunted, and the king agreed that that tigers were uncontrolled animals, and so he had to be cautious of it. I repeat, he was reminded of the late astrologer's words that he was supposed to be very careful with the 100th tiger that he hunted, and the king agreed that tigers were uncontrolled animals, and so he had to be cautious of it. But he was not able to find the 100th tiger that he could kill. The writer again creates humor by saying that it was easier to find tiger's milk in the kingdom rather than an alive tiger. This made the king very sad. His sadness came to an end when he got the news that in a hillside village, sheep was disappearing very fast. There were two people in the kingdom, Kadir Mia Sahib and Virasami Naika, who could swallow whole sheep. And this was not their job. As this was not their job, so it was calculated, means the disappearing sheep was not done by these two people. So who is there? Who is doing that? The villagers were very excited and they informed the king about it. The Maharaja was so happy that he exempted the villages from all taxes for 3 years and set out to hunt this tiger. The king could not locate the tiger easily, and it seemed as if the tiger was hidden in order to go against the king's desire of killing the tiger. But the king was very determined. He did not leave the forest until he would find the tiger. With the passing days, he became very angry and was firm to kill the tiger. In his anger, he removed many officers from his kingdom. One day, in his fury, he called the minister and ordered him to increase the land tax to double. He felt that by doing this, the people would become unhappy and his kingdom would become a part of the Indian National Congress. By doing so, the minister would also resign from his post. This was the king's way of threatening the minister. The minister realized that the king was very angry and he thought that if the tiger was not found soon, it could lead to destruction. So anyhow, they have to find one tiger for the king. The minister found that the tiger that had been brought from the people's park in Madras was hidden in his house. He felt relieved. The minister, along with his wife, pulled the tiger into his car and drove the car to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting. The tiger did not come out of the car, and the minister had a tough time pushing the tiger out of the car into the forest. The next day, the same tiger was spotted by the Maharaja. He was very happy to see the 100th tiger and he aimed at the tiger. The tiger fell down as if it had been shot dead by the king. He was overjoyed to have killed the 100th tiger and had fulfilled his vow. The king was happy to have killed the 100th tiger. He ordered that the tiger should be brought to the capital in a grand way or in a grand style, and went away in his car. After the king had left, the hunters took a closer look at the tiger and saw that it was alive. They realized that the king's bullet had missed the tiger. The tiger had nearly fainted due to the shock as the bullet had passed close to it. The hunters were confused what to do, and so one of them aimed at the tiger and shot it dead. So, is this tiger killed or hunted by the king? And the answer is no. The tiger was just fainted because of the firing of that bullet, because of the shock. Then the hunters followed the king's orders and took the dead tiger to the town in a procession. It was buried and a beautiful tomb was erected on the tiger's grave. After a few days, the Maharaja's son's third birthday was celebrated. Till that time, the king had been so engrossed in tiger hunting that he had never spent any time with his family. Now, as he had fulfilled his vow of killing 100 tigers, he gave his attention to his child. King Jung Bahadur wanted to give a special gift to his son on his birthday. And so he went to the shopping center in Pratibandhapuram. He searched every shop but could not find any suitable gift for his son. Finally, he saw a wooden tiger in a toy shop and considered it to be the perfect gift. The wooden tiger cost only 2¼ annas, but the shopkeeper knew that if he quoted such a low price to the king, he would punish him. So the shop owner told the king that the wooden tiger was a perfect example of craftsmanship and that it cost a mere 300 rupees. This is so surprising. The king was very happy and he said that this was the shop owner's gift to the crown prince. He took the tiger with him. The king and his son played with the wooden tiger. The tiger had been made by an unskilled carpenter and it had tiny shavings of wood pricking out of it. One of the shavings pierced the Maharaja's right hand. The Maharaja pulled it out and continued to play with the prince. The next day, there was a lot of infection in the Maharaja's right hand due to that shaving of the wood that had pricked his hand. In a period of 4 days, the infection turned into a wound full of pus and spread all over the king's right arm. 3 famous surgeons were called from Madras and they decided to operate upon the king. After the operation, the surgeon came out of the theatre and said that the operation was successful and the Maharaja was dead. This is a question mark, that how a surgeon can say that the operation is successful but the person is no more. This is also the part of the story and the writing. It's actually a satire where such writing is always expected. Here the surgeons words are contradictory because if the king died, it meant that the operation was unsuccessful, whereas they said that it was successful. So this is contradictory, and this is definitely the part of the satire. Actually, they were supporting the words of the astrologer. The wooden tiger was the 100th tiger that had killed the king Jung Bahadur. Now, are you getting the point why the operation was successful and thus made the astrologer's prediction true? So, in this manner, the 100th tiger took revenge upon the Tiger King and killed him. Thank you so much.